I think what we weren't aware about is how limiting the actual accommodation and holidays were. They use it as a benefit that you can um, leave it to your children and things like that. But it's not so much leaving the holidays in that, but it's that yearly debt. And it's getting out of that debt forever, because it's a forever debt. And then I suppose if you don't pay it, you're a bad debtor. And that's not something that you particularly want to give to your children, I wouldn't think. And you're just sort of thinking, this is never ending. This is seriously never ending. And I think that's when it becomes exhausting, thinking, I don't want to be doing this anymore. I don't want to be going to any more of the places. I don't want to be doing this anymore. So you're basically throwing the money away, and that's how you're stuck in there. You're just stuck.
We've looked into it and we've just found that there doesn't seem to be a way out. Like, you've got the membership for like 80 years or whatever, and you can leave it to your children. And I'm like, sounds good in theory, but like, I don't want to saddle my daughter with this thing when she's grown and just lost her parents. You can sell this for a reasonable amount. Our silver membership we probably have to give away. And if there's a buyer, yeah, like, oh yeah, no, you spent like $20,000 on that. You pay the transfer fees and I'll take it off your hands. We may get to the point where we just do that because we're so frustrated and we don't want to keep paying for it. But if you still owe any finance on any of it, no one will touch it. We had a discussion within their earshot about how that would like make our finances more difficult. So they knew that we were discussing whether we could actually afford it or not, and we were like, but this seems so good because he was a really good salesperson. It had to have been super obvious to the people selling it that we didn't think we could afford it. It adds so much stress to our lives that we just didn't need. Like, with the money we've spent on it, we could have booked overseas vacations. We could have lived without this in our lives, like, and maybe finish the renovations on our house finally.
Well, there were no documents involved. As for exit, the only time I found out about it is when I wanted to get out. This is after 40 odd years. And I was happy to pay each year, but I can't anymore. But that wasn't good enough. Because of the stroke, I don't have an income. So, where was I going to find $29,000? And she rang, I don't know, a week later saying, because you're a disabled person, we'll give it the half price. The half price is, I can't get that much money up regardless. I offered her my timeshare. I said, well, if that's the case, I'll just leave it to you in my will. And she said, I know a threat when I hear one, and hung up on me. I've right hang up. So that's what they think of timeshare.